Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel, and I have a question for you. I'd love to hear your perspective in the comment section below. It's very simple. What price does XRP deserve? And you can expand upon that however you'd like. For instance, how do you come to that conclusion? What's your thought process? What's the rationale there? And it's fascinating to me that, of course, with there being so much negative sentiment against XRP lately, it seems to me that the people, and yes, there's negative sentiment, even within the XRP community, but it seems to me that the people who have the greatest vitriol and negative sentiment towards XRP are those who don't even hold it. It's the toxic Bitcoin maxi types, which I find to be rather hilarious. XRP living rent-free in their minds, obviously. Their little peanut-sized brains, right? But they've been screaming, XRP, XRP deserves and will be thrust out of the top 10 coins by market cap. So, there's a discussion on X I'm going to be highlighting, and one of the top analysts out there responded to one of these types of trolls. But especially on a day like today where XRP did move down in market cap, let's talk a little bit about it, because XRP had been hanging out at market cap position number 6. It's now down to number 7. I don't think that matters. And I've spoken a fair bit about this recently. You're going to have coins in a bull markets riding up, and they'll be short-lived in the top 10, then right back on down. We've seen that elevator drop, right? That's normal. Now, in this case, it's USDC that took the number 6 spot. That's a stable coin. It's always worth $1. All they have to do to have that go up in market cap is just print infinity of them, and it can take out Bitcoin. Why the hell not? It's worth $1, right? So that's not particularly meaningful, but is what it is. And look, we are in a bull market here, so I understand some people are feeling down broadly. It's not just people within the XRP community. But we're in a bull market, and so we're going to continue to see a rip to the upside. I firmly believe that, even if we do see, in the short term, further moves to the downside. Historically, that's very normal. I was talking about that in my very last video, so that won't freak me out here. But before getting into some specific thoughts on this matter, I'm going to share thoughts from a couple individuals in the space, and I'll tack on some of my thoughts, and I'd love to hear what you guys think too in the comment section below. But before going further, I do want to be clear. I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. Now, here is a post from Mikey Bull Crypto about XRP. And mind you, this was, like the market had already started moving down. It doesn't mean that what is going to happen for the remainder of this market cycle is now no longer to be considered. And so here, XRP, it seems it is about to follow the 2017 path, coupled with that post-halving always results in an explosive upward move in price. Zoom out and tell me what is bearish therein. And so he's saying this market cycle is going to look a lot like 2017, which I would love to see because, my God, it went from half a penny to like almost $4. Wouldn't mind seeing that at all. Now, not that the multiplier effect would be the same, because as more money enters any asset, it takes a lot more flowing in to get it to double, triple, quadruple, so on and so forth. But even just looking to get back to this fib level that he's highlighted here, 1618, you're looking at over $4 XRP. To me, that's incredibly conservative. And so what price does XRP deserve? Well, we'll talk more about that in a second. Here's a chart analyst Jelly. He says, Bitcoin's all-time high breakout in 2020 versus in 2024. Volatility designed to make you give up or let go of your plan. Don't fall for their tricks. This bull market is not over. And so there you can see on the left how things ultimately unfolded. In 2017 all-time high, and then 2021 all-time high feature on the right. So they look very similar situations. The reason I wanted to highlight this, because in the context of what price does XRP deserve, should we even consider that the market is going higher? I firmly say yes. Here's a post from Altcoin Sherpa, chart analyst. He says, you should probably just continue to be long spot, meaning, the market price, Bitcoin specifically, and not worry so much what happens in the short term. Most investors aren't geared towards trading or rotating as much. Look to buy dips in this current environment, not sell. Bitcoin's still going to go higher later this year. Yeah, so that's one of the things I love about my investment strategy is I don't have to worry about what the time is. And yeah, I'd prefer it to be now, but I'm so patient that it doesn't matter. It will happen when it happens, if it's going to happen, and I don't have to stress out. Even if the improbable were to come true, and this is the height of the market, which nobody's seriously calling for. None of the reputable analysts that I see. Actually, I can't even find analysts. I don't even come across analysts I'm not aware of saying that type of crap right now. So that's how far away we are from that. But even if it were the case that we were going to be moving to the downside, I'd just say, well, okay, so wait till the next market cycle then. That's how you make money. you be more patient than everyone else. And if your convictions make sense, you get rewarded for it eventually. You just don't choose when that moment in time is. It comes when it comes. Markets are global. Things are cyclical. Here's a post from chart analyst Nick, Crypto Crusader, and this resonated with me, so I want to share it with you. Because, like, what's happened in the space right now? He said the following. What has been the largest gainers for the last 30 days or so? I'll answer the question. It's been rinsing and repeating illiquid S-word coins back and forth. Most of the gains made in the past month or so are all based on low volume trash. No, we are not in alt season. No, the market hasn't topped. And no, this isn't the end of the cycle. The real fun didn't even start, especially for altcoins. Remain calm and remain patient. Stop playing into the ridiculous engagement farming bearish posts saying the same thing. I saw a post today that said, breaking, Bitcoin down 5%, as if 5% is a major move in an extremely volatile market. It's crazy to me how much the retail sector overreacts to some of these pullbacks. Tell me when we are doing 20% plus pullbacks. Yeah, so sentiment, I agree with entirely with the sentiment and what he's sharing right there. Even a 20% plus pullback, yeah, talk to me about it because it'll be fun for conversation, but even then I'll be like, yeah, we should expect this. I mean, we roughly just saw that. Remember when Bitcoin, just within the last, when did that happen? A couple weeks ago, whatever it was. Time flies by, I can't remember exactly when, but Bitcoin just dropped to $60,000. And then back up to over $71,000. Now back to where we are now, around $65,000 or so. Okay, pretty normal stuff here. Not exactly surprising. But the way that money flows through the space here, we haven't even seen the greatest of the fireworks yet. This movie has played out so many times. Okay? This time is different? No. I do not believe that. Here's a post from Nick Crypto Crusader talking about XRP. And so this resonated with me too because I agree. Most people are not going to make money from XRP, but also most people, frankly, I'd say, aren't going to make much money in crypto in general. And the reason is people are their own worst enemies. They're not sufficiently patient. They're not so bold as to put in enough money that it could be life-changing. And then there's also the pitfalls of jumping in and out of positions, although that's, related, I'd say, in many cases to just being impatient. Some people think that they're so smart that they can time markets, get in, this thing's about to go, this, and they feel like they're wizards or something. And they could get a string of successes in a row, but all it takes is one to get really wiped out. And it's just silly. To me, it just makes more sense to have broad exposure to the asset class here. And so that's why most people aren't going to get life-changing wealth in crypto. But that doesn't mean that you listening can't. The opportunity is very real. And that's what I find so empowering about this whole thing for the everyday person like me, because there's nothing special about me. I'm just a dude on the internet. I'm not special because I have a YouTube channel. We're all regular folks, right? And the situation is so empowering because we really do have that opportunity for life-changing wealth. It's a real thing. And yes, most people screw it up for themselves. And some people just, even if they've got the, the ability to be patient, it's like, are you putting in enough money to be in line with reasonable expectations? And I think a lot of people mess up there too. And so here's what he said, though. The amount of people who will actually get rich off of XRP is so little. Why? It's so simple. Retail is blinded by short-term price action. What percentage will sell at $1, $2, $3, all-time highs? Forget it, most will already be out. A double-digit XRP will happen. Time is the only question, and the big moves when institutions actually go live are still some time away. Either way, it's such a small percentage of the holders who will reap the rewards. Yeah, so there are a lot of reasons that people are going to not make life-changing wealth from XRP, but it's always the case that as the price goes up, people that have been holding longer are going to be enticed to sell. That's just the nature of things. Of course it is. And then there will be people new to the market who will choose to purchase. And then, if they hold for another 5 years, 10 years, then they'll be the OGs. And then one day they'll be enticed to sell. Rinse and repeat. It's the cycle of life, my friend. That's pretty much it. So that's all okay. And if people want to sell it at those levels, $1, $2, $3, okay, whatever. But I think a lot of people out there are like me, and they are looking for returns that will be life-changing and meaningful. Now, it's not only the dollar level that will determine whether or not it's life-changing and meaningful, though. I've said that I plan to start scaling out, close to above all-time highs, but probably close to $5. Maybe I'll sell like 5 or 6% below $5, just so I can recoup my initial investment, because that'd still be a good chunk there, and then scale out up to like $8. And some people give me crap about that. I'm like, it's not just about the dollar figure. It's my dollar cost average price is, I think, about 25 cents for XRP, and I put in way more than the typical person. So when you're talking about me selling at those ranges, for me that is incredibly meaningful and life changing. That'll be too big a percentage of my net worth for me to not take action on that. And so if people have less XRP than that, then they wouldn't be enticed perhaps until higher levels, and that's fine too. Just because I'm the guy that, maybe I'm an idiot for doing this, but I don't feel like an idiot. I feel pretty damn good about what I've done diversifying in crypto and holding a lot of XRP. And yeah, the SEC screwed us. So, I think I would have had that wealth last market cycle if not for that, but set that aside. So there's a lot of moving parts to this. That's all I'm saying here. So you can do it, but I still think it makes the most sense, even though XRP is my favorite crypto and my largest individual holding. I still think it makes most sense to get life-changing wealth from crypto by having broad exposure. I do think that makes more sense. And XRP is absolutely, it deserves to be a crucial component of that. And for me, it absolutely is. By a lot, it's my largest individual holding. Last I checked a few days ago, and I mentioned this in a video, it was a little over 24% of my total crypto holdings. And that's despite me purchasing more coins over the years. I haven't bought XRP since October 2020. It's still my number one holding by a lot. And I feel great about that. I feel fantastic. I'm going to wait be as patient as I need to be. I don't feel antsy about this. If I were the type of person that would feel antsy after this amount of time, then I'm not the type of person that's most likely to find success investing. It's the same whether you're investing in equities or whatever. You don't choose when the market goes. You just have to be okay with that. That's just how it works. Now, the other day I highlighted this too, and this gets into the question of what price does XRP deserve in just a second here. But first I want to remind you, so this is from a couple days ago, so some of you may have caught this, but I made a video highlighting this from Credible Crypto, and he wrote this post. I guess I don't need to reread the whole thing, but he's basically noting that the reality is, and if you're considering the dynamics of circulating supply, that $10,000 ETH, which by the way is just a 2x, roughly speaking, from its all-time high last cycle, just roughly a twofold increase. Well, he's saying that price level of $10,000 for Ethereum is equivalent to a $20 plus XRP. And XRP obviously has been, it practically missed a cycle. So fine, yes, XRP ran in tandem with the market, ran up to $2, so it was good to see that, I suppose, rather than nothing. But it missed a market cycle in terms of hitting new all-time highs because of the SEC garbage. But if you think that it can't run higher, $20 seems too unreasonable, you need to put it in comparative terms that I think most people would agree make sense. $10,000 ETH, I don't make price predictions, but the idea of it getting to this market cycle doesn't sound crazy to me. A 2x from ETH, roughly? Oh. And the amount of money, there's so less money in XRP compared to ETH because it's been beaten down for the last few years. That, you would expect it to have a much greater multiplier effect. It takes much less money flowing into XRP than ETH to get a multiplier effect, which is why investing in XRP, especially from these levels, is way more appealing than investing in ETH. That's my opinion. I'm not telling you to do anything or not do anything. I don't care. I'm just sharing with you what my opinion is. I think XRP will substantially outperform ETH this cycle and Bitcoin. But he shared that, and that was reposted by Nick, and he said, I have been saying this for a while now myself. People are so quick to say XRP can't hit $10 or even make a new all-time high. The negativity around the XRP community is ridiculous right now at a time where you should be looking at the position XRP is in. I personally see XRP shocking the entire crypto market this cycle and possibly, and not for the first time, flipping ETH again. Yeah, and I wanted to highlight that also because I agree. I think that makes sense. The XRP, I don't know if XRP is going to flip ETH this cycle. It is plausible. It is absolutely plausible, especially if you factor in, you know, when these coins might go at different points in the market. Like say ETH goes first and it hits its $10,000 mark. Say that's where it's going to peak. I'm just making that up. And then it goes back down. So it starts losing market cap, and then XRP flies after. Yes, like there's all sorts of scenarios where you could see that that's at least plausible. And not that it even needs to do that. I mean, to hit a new all-time high and be worth, you know, double digits this market cycle, it doesn't even have to supplant ETH necessarily. But for the people that think it can't, it's just that they're saying that because they don't know what the hell they're talking about. It's been suppressed for so long, and they just look at what is happening. People are so guilty of doing this all the time. Whatever is happening in the market, they have this gut feeling that it's just going to be like that forever. And it's the reason that people will keep buying tops and FOMOing into stuff. And then at the bottom, that's the reason there are people screaming for $12,000 Bitcoin a little over a year ago. It's the same thing here. And then XRP's been, in some people's minds, just performing horribly. And since it has, even though, mind you, it's one of the most successful cryptos in existence, number 7 in market cap at the time I'm recording this, out of over 20,000 coins. So one of the most successful, but people feel it's just doing dismal recently. Some would say over a span of years even. Of course, we're getting into the fun part of a bull market, you know, wait for Altseason, but they're saying that. I mean, what they just feel like it's going to be like that forever. It's this sentiment. This is why humans are their own worst enemy when it comes to investing. It's this type of thinking. And so then there was this post from somebody crapping on XRP. Somebody named Warm the Pies wrote, XRP deserves to be permanently knocked out of the top 10 this year. There we go. I'm sorry, is it 2021 again? Because that's what people were screaming in 2021 after the SEC sued Ripple, claiming XRP was a security. We're here. Is this really being posted in 2024? Yes, it is actually. XRP, it deserves to be. Does it deserve to be? And this goes back to what I was asking you guys right at the outset of the video. What does XRP actually deserve to be in terms of price action? Well, here's what Credible Crypto had to say, one of the most accurate chart analysts out there. And he says, it deserves what the market thinks it deserves, not what you or I think it deserves. The market has believed it deserves to be a top 10 coin in this space since its literal inception, and not even the SEC and their failed attack could derail that. Golf clap for that one. I've been delivering that message for the longest damn time, especially lately. You know, XRP is you know what really got me talking along those lines a lot is when we started talking towards the end part of last year about the importance of developer activity, this or that. And I was just broadly making a point that, yes, of course, I agree developer activity matters. But the market has already decided that based on the current attributes and ecosystem of XRP, what it already is, it deserves to be in the top 10 and has been for over a decade. So the market cares, yes, about developer activity, but other stuff as well. And there are some coins where the other stuff is more important than just straight up outright developer activity. That's why you saw Tron in the top 10, because it's got an incredible stablecoin ecosystem, but almost no developers. So the market looks at different things. It just does. The market makes decisions based on different things. And so I wrote to Credible Crypto. I responded to him on X, and I said, 100%, homie. This is exactly what I've been saying for the longest time. XRP haters can hate, but the market disagrees with them. XRP is one of only 3 coins that has always been in the top 10 coins by market cap for its entire existence: Bitcoin, ETH, and XRP. And that's out of a total of over 20,000 coins. And then Greg Crypto responded to me and noted that, yeah, and it's also the only digital asset out of 20,000 coins with legal regulatory clarity. And that is absolutely true. That's true in the United States, 100%. So what actually matters? Well, the market's already telling you what matters. XRP already has it. XRP is going to participate in an alt season and a blow-off top should we have one in this crypto asset class, which I believe we will. So you guys tell me, what price does XRP deserve? Well, whatever the market says, what I think it's going to value at in the future would be a new all-time high in entry price discovery. I just don't make a price prediction, but that's my expectation. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because if anything I say are right, that would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.